So I recently watched Oppenheimer but not in IMAX in simple 2D. So I will not be talking about the experience but about the actual film. Is it really good or not? While watching Oppenheimer, the only film that came to my mind is David Fincher's 2010 film The Social Network. If we will look at the structure of the film Oppenheimer, it draws many connections with The Social Network. And that's one of the reasons I like this film, as The Social Network is one of my favorite films mainly because of its narrative structure, which intercuts with the trials and the actual events. Oppenheimer presents a very non-linear approach to its story, which makes it better in many ways. The film mostly depicts the life of J. Robert Oppenheimer through different events comprising of his earlier life as a scientist, him leading the Manhattan Project, his affairs and the aftermaths of the bombings. Though I haven't read American Prometheus, so I can't say how much is factually right and how much is fiction. In the technical level, the film is absolutely brilliant. The camera work is done with uttermost intensity, mostly using handheld cameras with tracking shots, which creates an anticipation of loss and terror. One particular aspect of the film that I really liked is its sound design, and that aspect was done beautifully in the scene of the Trinity test, which is an absolute mesmerizing scene. The film is less about the making of the bomb and its dropping in the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and more about the actual life of Robert Oppenheimer, his motives of making the bomb, his unpleasant guilt following the effect of his invention, are shown through a philosophical character study and its political effect. Like the 2007 film Zodiac, this one is also a very dialogue-based film. And talking about the dialogues, I really loved it. Each and every scene of the film never felt like an average Nolan film, but more of a biographical case study of one of the most important events. The use of black and white grading in scenes talking about the actual events reminded me of Nolan's previous works like Memento. It is probably one of the most non-Nolan style films. The performance of the cast was honestly better than my expectations. Especially the way Cillian Murphy showed his expressions with minimal dialogues is some sort of genius. It may seem slow to some audiences, but I am really glad that Nolan tried pushing the boundaries of biopic films in the mainstream cinema. And by doing that, he made one of the most captivating and thought-provoking biopics of recent time, at least in my opinion. However, it's not Nolan's best work. That honor goes to Inception, which I think is his magnum opus. With an overall thought, this film is a 9 by 10 for me. So what do you think about this film? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.